Layoffs don't work. Unfortunately, this is the sort of message that's relevant at the end of every quarter or more widely every couple of years. We see corporate executives cutting hundreds of frontline people with low wages while they keep the deputy assistant manager of counting Facebook likes. Layoffs don't solve the underlying problem of a bad strategy. They send a negative message to employees, reducing your morale and your productivity. They send a negative message to the market and they reduce investment. Companies often find that they need people that they cut and then they bring them back at a higher cost as consultants. By the time you've paid severances and theoretically see the benefit of the layoff, the conditions have usually changed and it requires an expensive refilling of those roles. But the main reason that layoffs fail, the people who are making the decisions about who to lay off overestimate their own importance and underestimate the importance of frontline positions that they've never done themselves. And then what happens is all the tasks that aren't in the official job descriptions, but are done by the people who are laid off, start to pile up. The company has to rehire, or they place a bigger burden on the other lower level folks, and that leads to burnout and expensive turnover. When I've been with companies and we've been considering layoffs, or when I've had to do that, we don't touch any frontline or local management until we've done the following five things first. First one is no executive raises or bonuses. The second thing is we review all those executive and senior management positions, starting with me. Do we need them? We review all senior management support positions. Do they really need 5 assistants or 3 deputies or even one? Or these 2 roles? We do at least 2 rounds of cuts at senior management role levels and expenses. And then the last thing, the fifth thing, is we review every department's expense. Is it time for some program or someone's pet project to die? Is there something that's just not getting traction? Or that maybe is doing well, but it's a distraction and it's pulling resources away from our core business? Layoffs are brutal for people and for companies, but they're almost always counterproductive. They're trading the fantasy of a short-term boost on the P&L for a slow death spiral over the long term. Now, certainly after a merger or acquisition, there might be duplicate roles. Every company over a certain age or size, particularly non-profits, they'll have the odd sinecure on there where no one really knows how or why that person is on the payroll. But if you're in a position where your company's going to die without cost cutting, you aren't going to get out of that by amputating the hands, the front line who do the work. And if it's not a matter of life and death, why on earth are you doing that to look a little bit better on your P&L this month? Fix your strategy and look in the mirror before you hit the easy button and ruin people's lives for nothing.